Right now, I'm focused on helping companies reduce cyber risk faster using Agentic AI and have experience at the board level overseeing cybersecurity as well as AI governance. My view is that fractional leadership brings executive level impact exactly when a company needs it. My name's Jeanine Johnson. I've spent 20 plus years building and scaling cybersecurity, AI, and product organizations across startups and large enterprises, including Apple, Amazon, and Netgear. Right now, I'm focused on helping companies reduce cyber risk faster using Agentic AI and have experience at the board level overseeing cybersecurity as well as AI governance. My career started in a deeply technical roles at Microsoft and then expanded through Amazon and McKinsey, where I did more product and cloud architecture as well as digital transformation leadership. A major pivotal role for me was leading the application security at Apple when it was transitioning more of its services offerings over to the cloud and away from the hardware sales. So there I helped secure global consumer platforms at a massive scale and secured executive support for a major security modernization effort related to retail stores as well as the cloud services. So ensuring the product security capabilities, reducing zero-day incidences, these are all the types of experience I've had. Most recently, I was the VP head of product security at Netgear during a pivotal time when there were state nation action attacks against their products along with Palo Alto Networks and Cisco. And so I was able to team with different CISOs and CISOs from those other product organizations to come up with new strategies for how to secure these devices in a way that would help mitigate the vulnerabilities that were being exploited. So I think that over time, my career has evolved and I combine security leadership as well as AI, having completed a doctorate in that space and go-to-market execution. I think learning to lead through ambiguity while still moving quickly, as far back as SQL Slammer at Microsoft and figuring out how to respond to that incident that was on a global scale, and at the same time develop learnings and create a new path towards secure lifecycle software development. That learning and being able to stay agile in high-stakes environments is where security, risk, and product velocity and business priorities can often conflict. So learning how to be durable or create durable change, and I think that comes from building cross-functional trust and not just issuing directives. And that's led me to some of the consulting experience that I gained at McKinsey & Company. Some other key lessons came from the startup world and learning how to operate within resource-constrained environments that generally force clarity. So learning how to prioritize ruthlessly, align the right people quickly, and measure outcomes and do A/B testing and agile type experiments to reduce risk and increase speed and overall business impact. So more people may be familiar with the CIO, the Chief Information Officer, who's generally responsible for uptime and reliability of an enterprise's systems, whereas a CISO is the executive responsible for managing cyber risk and business risk. So that includes protecting systems and data, preparing for incidences, guiding compliance, enabling secure growth, which in today's AI accelerated environment is very important, especially around software supply chain exposure, tighter regulations, and the ability for AI, especially in agentic AI, to contribute to code and knowing how to set up guardrails. So I think the CISO is essential not only for defense, but for helping businesses move fast, safely, and preserve trust and protect that enterprise value and brand recognition. For me, effective executives do three things really well. They translate complexity into clear decisions. They build high trust teams and execute well under pressure. And third, they adapt quickly without losing strategic direction. In security leadership, I'll add one more, which is the ability to tie technical choices directly to business outcomes. So cost, resilience, customer trust, and growth. My view is that fractional leadership brings executive level impact exactly when a company needs it. So without requiring a full-time executive footprint from day one, what interests me is the leverage. So I can quickly stabilize risk, build programs, coach teams, create durable systems, and then continue working after that engagement. So it's a high impact model for growth stage or transition stage companies. Organizations benefit most from fractional leadership when they're at an inflection point. So fundraising, major customer diligence, regulatory pressure, incident recovery, rapid scaling, leadership transitions, or just preparing for enterprise deals. Fractional CISO leadership is especially valuable when a company needs to quickly mature governance or operations or launch in a new country, but isn't ready for a full-time CISO yet, or maybe doesn't understand what that full-time CISO role would even look like. And that's where fractional leadership can be helpful. Senior leaders can create immediate clarity and momentum. In critical windows, the right executive can reduce risk quickly, establish decision frameworks, align stakeholders, and prevent expensive missteps. I've seen this firsthand in environments where focused security transformation reduced incident exposure, improved automation, and strengthened market trust. More recently, I've been seeing a lot of benefit from leveraging outside expertise to bring in some of the newer concepts that are available via the AI transformation in progress. So introducing safe agentic AI usage so that there's a human in the loop around decisions AI is making. There's guardrails that are established in order to scale the business more quickly, leveraging AI, but doing it in a risk-reduced way. I see leaders evolving by becoming more systems-oriented and more modular in nature. So even being able to suss out how to identify specific models to use for AI, or how to identify which tools to introduce for cybersecurity in order to stay on par with some of the attacks that are leveraging AI more significantly now. So I think future leaders have to orchestrate talent. They have to orchestrate executive rhythms across distributed teams, which can be global and sometimes remote, and still maintain accountability. We're moving from command and control leadership to high trust, high clarity operating models where outcomes and not org charts are defining success. As market conditions shift faster, companies need flexible access to seasoned operators who can deliver outcomes quickly. Fractional leadership gives organizations precision, the right expertise at the right moment with measurable impact. I expect it to keep expanding, especially in cybersecurity, AI, and regulatory-heavy sectors, because those are evolving very quickly. Attacks against smart devices have increased fivefold over the past year, and knowing how to secure enterprise infrastructure is a relatively new skill against those types of AI-driven attacks. Being able to tap the right leadership in order to accelerate the team getting where it needs to be to minimize the risk and exposure to the business is critical right now. So my advice to other executives who are curious about exploring fractional work is to define your value proposition clearly, build a repeatable playbook, and stay outcome anchored. Fractional work isn't part-time consulting, it's executive ownership with a focused scope. So be explicit about what you'll deliver in 30, 60, 90 days, and make sure every engagement ties risk reduction or growth enablement to business metrics. I think what excites me about Go Fractional is the opportunity to help companies across critical security and growth thresholds faster, especially where trust, resilience, and execution speed are all mission critical. So the breadth of projects has been what's motivated me to continue doing different engagements.